back once again. It's your boys, no jobbers allowed. And once again, we coming at you with another Raw review. This time for December 24th, 2018. And we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays or whatever you celebrate. And like always, I'm Big Ish. And with me all the time is...
Man, it is your guy, Irwin. And like Big Ish said, we're coming at you with the Christmas Eve edition of Raw. And from No Jobbers Allowed, we just want to say happy holidays to everybody, man. This is a joyous time of year, where we all kind of reflect back and just, are kind of happy for what we got in life, Like there's a lot of people who don't have, what we have. And, one of the biggest things for me this year was actually, embarking on this podcast with my guy Big Ish, man. And we've been going pretty strong for the past couple months. And, I'm pretty excited for, this edition of it and more to come, man.
All right, let's get into it. You know how it gets down. We done had a few of these in a row. We took time off, but now we back to give you these reviews again. So, Chris, you know how we get into it. Go ahead and set us up.
Dude, man, we're going to get right started off into it where Raw starts out with Elias in the ring. He's got a Santa Claus hat. He's got his guitar going, and he's strumming along. And, he's calling out Bobby Lashley again. He has a pretty funny little Christmas song about him, which leads up into our first match, which is the Miracle on 34th Street Fight, Bobby Lashley versus Elias. And I really thought this one was kind of entertaining, man. We were talking before the pod about how Elias kind of, is not the best in-ring performer, but he's a very great personality. And luckily his personality's come out in this match. And this match actually ended where Elias smashes Bobby Lashley over the back with the cello for the win. And what was your take on this match, Big Ish?
I thought it was pretty entertaining. They gave us something on Christmas Eve that was just, cutting to the point. Nice little entertaining gimmick match like SmackDown has been doing these last few holidays. And it was really good. Like one of my favorite spots was Elias throwing Bobby Lashley onto the pile of Legos, bro.
Man.
That was cruelty, because if you ever stepped on one of those...
If you ever stepped on Legos, man, I'd rather step on glass sometimes. Like
dog. So
Legos are painful, man. So it was really, really good. I like the fact, that Leo Rush got involved, man. When Elias was about to hit Bobby Lashley with that with the Christmas wrap kendo stick, and he ran up behind him and grabbed it. Like there was a lot of good in this match, man. Again, I would love for Elias to get a little bit more under his belt as far as ring work goes. But luckily he's got a seasoned vet in there like Bobby Lashley to kind of carry him through these matches. So I thought it was good, man.
Same here. Like I said, if y'all listen to the pod enough, y'all know I always say I've never been a huge fan of in-ring Elias, but his personality is dope. And I just don't know what it is for me. It's just I'm not entertained when he's in the ring as a worker. But I'm not saying he's not a good worker. I don't know what you want to call him. There could be people who know wrestling better than me that say, Big Ish, you don't know what the hell you talking about, but that's cool because you ain't Big Ish and I ain't.
Thank you.
So
you like what you like, man. You like what you like. You can't knock
but like I said, his personality, crazy dope. But just some of his in-ring stuff, not great. But it's been fun this match to watch him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was good. Great match. I would urge the viewers to go back and watch that either on a replay or a recorded episode. Back from the break, we get a backstage segment with Heath Slater. And Heath Slater's saying all Slater wants for Christmas is his best buddy Rhino to get his job back, man. Really hit my heartstrings on that one. But the next match we get is a Raw Tag Team title match where we get The Revival versus Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. And it was a hell of a match, man. It ended with Chad Gable and Bobby Roode getting the pin or getting the roll-up, but there was some controversy over which one of The Revival was actually the legal man in the match. So I think this is going to continue, man. But we actually got ourselves a good tag team match that was competitive on Raw. Lots of great back and forth action. Dude, Gable with those suplexes, man. It's like this
Dude,
dude killing them,
like
man.
I forget which one it was, but one of the Revival, he took off the top rope and he didn't get it the first time because the Revival blocked it,
Hmm.
and then he reset and lifted him up again for a dope belly to back into a pin combination. It was
Hellacious, man.
sweet.
Dude, and that really showed that once you let these tag teams go, they can actually work, man. That was one of those very very entertaining matches. Much better than the AOP squash matches that we were getting, last month or a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so like I said, I really enjoyed that match. It was some good back and forth. I will get, like we always say, give credit where credit is due. WWE came through on this one with a good match by two tag teams that we really enjoy.
Definitely, man. It gets me excited about what's to come with the Raw tag team division. Backstage, we get a segment with the B team. They're singing their own version of the 12 Days of Christmas. They sing to Apollo Crews. They're trying to hawk their merchandise. Nothing too exciting there.
It's B team, baby. They
Yeah, I'm
always
sorry,
like
man. I'm
B
sorry,
team,
man.
B team, go, go, go.
Man,
But
B team.
continue.
Go B team. Then we get a promo about the upcoming main roster call ups from NXT, where they show off Lars Sullivan, Tucker Knight, and Otis. Man, I don't know how
Tucker
to say
Knight
it.
and Dozer. Just call him Dozer. Dozer.
Dozier of Heavy Machinery, Nikki Cross, Lacey Evans, and my one of my personal favorites, EC3, man.
Now,
I'm
see,
excited about this.
I'm gonna go a little bit different.
Okay.
So, listeners, if y'all heard like the very first two podcasts we did, the long form podcast, y'all know I'm heavy on Nikki Cross, boy.
That's his girl, man.
Like, I love some Nikki Cross. I'm glad she's coming up. And then what surprised me was Lacey Evans' call up. Like, I really enjoyed Lacey Evans, and she got a finisher called the Ladies Right, which when she hits it, it's incredible because she really looked like she's knocking these ladies out. So I enjoy it, and I hope y'all find her enjoyable as well when she get called up. And I don't know which brand she gonna go to. Actually, I hope she goes to Raw because that seems to be where she could shine at first because I don't think it's clear cut singles competition really. So she can add to that. I think on the SmackDown side, you already got enough single ladies that are really, really good. So she can build up Raws because you got Sasha, Ronda, Bailey, and
Ember
that's
Moon,
Ember
all these people.
Moon.
Yep.
Ember
Don't.
Moon. So I think singles competition wise, that's where she should go because she go to SmackDown. I feel like she gonna get saddled down into a tag team like they did Oscar for a little bit.
Yeah, and I agree with issues like of Lacey Evans. We were talking a little bit earlier, and I had to watch a little bit of her work. And dude, she's a beast, man. She's strong, she's pretty, she's got everything going on, man. So I'm excited about that one. But the one I'm excited about most is EC3, man. I think that I'm more of a traditional throwback superstar fan, and EC3 kind of fits that, muscle bound, more entertainment based superstar. So I'm very excited to see who they're going to have him feud with and what brand he's on. And this is going to be a shot in the dark, man. Hopefully they have him with a feud with John Cena pretty soon. I think it'd be very entertaining.
Like I said, I feel like he once again is going to be on Raw, just like I said about Lacey Evans. I just feel I don't know what you do with EC3 on SmackDown.
Yeah, and because right now SmackDown it's set as far as I go. SmackDown's got its championship scene, its up and comers. They're pretty solid, and I really feel that you're right with at least Lacey Evans and EC3. They can probably shine a little bit more on Raw, where we kind of have those lulls in entertainment to kind of round out that 3-hour show. Same thing
And
with
I
Lars
think
Sullivan too.
I think Nikki out of that. I think Nikki and Heavy Machinery go to SmackDown.
I
Nikki
agree.
because she already showed up on SmackDown to fight Becky before, and they might pair her with Sanity, and
Hmm.
then Tucker and Dozer because that's where you're gonna need um, your tag team.
Yeah.
And I think SmackDown is really, really trying to be more exciting with their tag team and get more people into the mix. And I think they go to SmackDown. 'Cause I think Raw is set on tag teams. They
Hmm.
just need to use them.
Man, dude, I am just excited that we have something to look forward to. I know we've had a few ho hum reviews on these past few Raws, and this is making me excited about wrestling again, man. Continuing on with the show, backstage we get a promo about Dolph Ziggler and his upcoming three-way match that he has tonight, and he wants to prove that he is that damn good, which rolls right into our triple threat match of Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler versus Finn Balor. And man, when these three performers get in the ring, they don't disappoint. Hell of a match by these three. And Finn Balor gets the win where he hits the coup de grace on Dolph Ziggler and the 1-2-3. How did you feel about this match, Big Ish?
I thought the match was really, really good. Reason being is because all the things you said, when those three get together are just any combination of those three is amazing because they're great workers. They're some of the best in the business right now as far as WWE goes. And all three of them together, that formula is pretty good because each one can play off of each other and each one them been in a ring enough with each other where they know each other's strengths and weaknesses and can play off of each other. So it
Yeah.
was a great match. The best part was the end after Finn wins and then McIntyre attacks Dolph because he lost, but he didn't lose because he got pinned. He lost because Dolph got pinned. So
Hmm.
he attacks him, but Dolph was tired of all that BS. So he gave Drew the zigzag and got up out the ring.
Yeah, man, it was really, really good. And I know I tweeted something earlier to do I believe is it WWE Our Dream? That is it that Twitter account that we follow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about.
So I know she said something about what would you wish for in 2019 or something like that a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago. And I'm like, dude, they need to really, strap the rocket to Finn Balor's back, and he needs to be, one of the number one faces on Raw. And I think that my dream might be coming true with that. I might have to look back through my tweets and
Yeah,
maybe retweet that.
I actually I seen something from one of my wrestling pages that I follow that gives you news.
Hmm.
I forget which one, but they said that according to sources from the WWE, that Finn is going to get a big push in 2019.
That's lovely, man. More of great athletic wrestling, and I'm excited for what's to come. Continuing on with this episode, we get back from the break. We get Vince McMahon dressed as Santa Claus, and Vince is here to give us some Christmas cheer and some presents, man. Vince actually lets us know that John Cena is coming back, and the surprise is he's coming back to both brands, both Raw and SmackDown. If you don't like Cena, I'm sorry, but he'll add a little bit of spice to it. Vince also revealed that there will be a new WWE Women's Tag Team titles in 2019, and he also announces that there will be a steel cage match for next Monday night's Raw, where we get Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre in a steel cage.
So what I thought about that was the fact that they called out the women's tag titles, which we kind of felt we were going to get after that a couple weeks ago, that Q&A with Bayley and Sasha with Alexa Bliss, and
Hmm.
they said that's what they wanted. I kind of figured we was going to get that announcement soon after they said that, which was dope. Then the John Cena announcement, I'm hoping that works out for the best because remember when the Bellas came back, they were also on both brands, but you only seen them predominantly on
On
one,
Raw.
which was Raw.
Yep.
So I'm hoping he really does jump back and forth. I'm looking for a John Cena Daniel Bryan beef, but I don't know if we're gonna get that because I don't know if they want to strap a title on John Cena, which will kind of trap him to that brand, whichever brand he wins the title at. Um, but I thought that was pretty good. The cage match announcement I thought was okay. I've kind of wore out on cage matches only because you're not beating the cage match from NXT War Games 2.
Crazy.
That cage match was out of this
Insane.
world. So
Insane.
I mean, I'm going to watch it, enjoy this cage match, but I don't think anybody topping that cage match from Takeover War Games 2. So
No, and I agree with you and all that. I think that the good thing about John Cena coming back and being on both brands is any angle he's involved in instantly gets star power. Eyes are going to watch it, and it's proven that John Cena will draw ratings. And you know that any feud that they put him in will be a money feud because it's John Cena. I don't like the fact that Vince just kind of halfway, kind of revealed the women's tag team titles. I felt like they could have done something maybe in the ring with the actual female competitors. I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan of announcement like that.
Because any big lady announcement they had about women wrestlers, they typically have brought out all the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought they was going to do it again, but it's all good. Like, I don't care particularly because, well, we get what we've been asking for. We wanted women's tag, so we got them.
And that's the biggest thing. I'm not going to be one of those wrestling fans that are like, they should have done it this way, but because we got what we wanted. They gave us what we wanted. They're listening to the fans. I'm happy. Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre. I'll be watching it next week, too. The next match we get up is a 6-woman tag where it's Sasha Banks Bayley and Ember Moon versus Mickie James, Dana Brooke, and Alicia Fox. We get a good match, back and forth. Everything's going well. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Ember Moon get the win after Sasha hits a backstabber into the Bayley to belly suplex for the pin. The big thing was, again, after this match, Big Ish's favorite, the Riot Squad.
You know what it is. Riot Squad. Riot Squad. Riot Squad. Let's go.
They end up attacking the winners from the back, and then they're standing tall, so it looks like we're going to keep this whole Riot Squad versus Sasha Banks Bayley thing going, or at least start this now. At least they've moved on from Natalia, So it looks like we'll get to that. That might be our feud for the women's tag team titles. Who knows?
I'm thinking it got to be Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan because I don't think it's smart to have Ruby Riott in a tag competition. Cause I think that would stunt her so much.
I agree.
I love her as a singles competitor. So I really hope that Riot Squad they do some type of New Day thing. But even with that, I don't think anyone in the New Day can really do anything single competition now, at all, or have been in a couple years, have they?
Nope. And then they get stuck. That's the bad thing. So I agree with your first thing that you said. Keep Ruby Riott away from these women tag team titles. Keep her as the singles competitor. I agree 100%. Give Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan a little bit of shine. That way they can go on and do their own thing. And that's kind of how stables used to work back when they were at their best. Look at back in the day, you had D-Generation X. You had, Triple H, who was, the world champion or IC champion. You had the New Age Outlaws, who were the tag team champions. And
X-Pac was what
European light heavyweight. So then that way you could have a feud.
They used to have so many more titles back then.
Truth. But then you could have a stable and have that stable actually dominate an entire show but not have them all out at the same exact time. Which is how I think that stable should work again. In WCW you had, Hulk Hogan or Hollywood Hulk Hogan, he was the world champion. Then you had, your tag team titles who would go on whichever NWO members they wanted to pair up at the time, but then they would go against, like the Flock, against Raven, and they'd go against the WCW people. So I thought that this is a good way to set it up. I like it a lot, and that's exactly, I think your first thing is the way they should go.
And I believe that too, and I'm hoping that's the way we do it. So, like I said, I'm just hoping that we see the Riot Squad get some shine from singles and tag. So let's go ahead and move on.
Yep. All right. So next we get Paul Heyman in the ring. He's singing his own rendition of Silent Night. I thought it was pretty good. You know, he slams Braun Strowman a little bit. Gives a promo on him. Braun Strowman pretty much comes out. Says his elbow is taped up. He's no longer wearing a sling. And by the time they face at the Royal Rumble, he's going to get these, or Lesnar's going to get these hands. Pretty much your standard promo between Paul Heyman and Braun Strowman, getting us hyped up for the Lesnar versus Strowman SummerSlam match. Not SummerSlam match, Royal Rumble match. What was your take on this segment?
I mean, it's Paul Heyman. I ain't never got nothing bad to say about him.
Truth.
He did a good job of being the advocate for the Beast, the Suplex City, Brock Lesnar, and then Braun Strowman comes out. And Braun does always been doing lately pretty good on the mic anyway. He got a big personality and he makes you believe some of the stuff he says. So when he says he's going to be healed up and Brock gets these hands, I'm hoping. But the way we know WWE goes, Brock ain't losing that strap.
No, Brock's not losing it.
And unfortunately, he's going to not also defend that strap either at anything but pay-per-views until WrestleMania.
Yeah, man. They're going to keep that strap on Brock, man. But that's for the that's another discussion for the review show. For the prediction show.
Well, technically, we are now the authority. And most of us want Brock to lose the strap. Maybe WWE listen to us again, but I doubt our authority extends that far.
We can only hope and we can only wish. Next, we get a backstage segment with Charlie Caruso with Natalya. She pretty much goes over, their friendship and what to expect with Ronda Rousey tonight. Natalya says she's focused and she's ready to go. Back from the break, also, we get a video package backstage of Tyler Breeze and Alexa Bliss revealing their Christmas wishes, and I thought that this was absolutely hilarious. Alexa Bliss says she's not asking for gifts for herself from Santa because she's perfect, but she has other gifts in mind. She wants Bayley to get a personality, a little bit of humility for Sasha Banks, nothing for Natalya because she's a lost cause, and some better makeup for Ronda Rousey. Ultimately amazing, dude.
I died at that last one because everybody bit on Ronda for her makeup, dog. Like, I think Becky a few weeks ago said she looks like she got pink eye every time she come out.
Dude.
And I keep crying laughing because her makeup trash, dog. I ain't even gonna I'm a makeup artist and know what good makeup supposed to look like, but I know what bad makeup looks like, and that's trash, dog.
Dude, that's it. So that was absolutely hilarious. And Tyler Breeze says he wants his friend Fandango to return and a few Ariana Grande tickets. The person says you can only just have one wish. He picks the Grande tickets. I thought that shit was hilarious. I was dying,
shout out to Tyler Breeze because they've been working with him again, man. He's been getting a lot of TV time and some good matches. A couple weeks ago, he wrestled Ricochet on NXT for the NXT North American title. And then who did he just get to wrestle? A title shot against?
I was just trying to think about that. I can't remember right now.
Dean Ambrose.
It was Dean Ambrose.
He did a open challenge.
And then after the match, Seth Rollins attacked him. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I remember that.
So that was actually last week's Raw. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, man, shout out to Tyler Breeze, man. Let's go ahead and go on to the next thing.
Dude, we get the Raw Women's title match next with Natalya versus Ronda Rousey. A good match, man. It showed a lot of technical work, a lot of arm drags, lots of back and forth holds. And this match eventually ended where Natalya taps out to Ronda Rousey's arm bar.
Which was a setup into the arm bar, too.
It was great, man. It was great, and it ended with them hugging in the middle of the ring, and they leave together. I thought it was a good match. Got to showcase a little bit what Ronda Rousey is going on. Got to showcase what Natalya is going on. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was good. Like, it was a really good match for a show like that, because it's a light show right before the holidays and whatnot. So I thought it was a pretty good match to have on that particular show. Both of them put on a good workout in there. Like, Ronda's keeps showing every match I see her in how much she's improving. So I think it was good all the way around. Shout out to Ronda. She's proven more and more and more that she deserves that title around her waist.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Both of them look strong. That's how a face versus face championship match should go, just like that. So next we get the a backstage segment with Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose. He's wishing Seth Rollins good luck in the main event, but not really. Saying Ambrose is going to get what he deserves, and then Ambrose wanted Rollins to get what he deserves, and Ambrose says, he got what he wants for Christmas and the Intercontinental title. Kind of a rambling promo, but just pretty much setting us up for Rollins versus Corbin in the main event. The next match we get, it was Heath Slater versus Jinder Mahal. We go out to the ring, and Jinder Mahal's also out there with the Singh brothers. The ring bell goes. Slater tries to fight Jinder. They go back and forth. Santa comes out. Suddenly appears from the crowd. Jinder looks crazy from the ring. The Singh brothers attack Heath Slater. They get a disqualification. After the bell, the Singh brothers are still putting the boots to Slater. All of a sudden, man, Santa enters the ring, clotheslines one of the Singh brothers, gives the gore to the other one, gives the gore to Jinder, takes off the beard, and reveals himself to be Rhino. And it looks like Slater got what he wants for Christmas because Rhino is back.
Good, man. Shout out to Rhino, dog. I like Rhino, man. And I'm glad he came back. I'm glad he helped out his buddy get this, not get this dub, but keep from getting beat on. So anytime I see someone come out to help, I think it's dope. So
dude, man,
I always like when baby faces help baby faces.
Dude, it was good, man. It was a really good feel-good segment. It's kind of undoing all that stuff that Baron Corbin did, so we can all celebrate that. So we're rolling on into our main event for the night, where we get Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. They've been setting this one up for a couple weeks. Pretty good match, man. Seth Rollins is a good hand in the ring. This match ended where Seth Rollins hits the curb stomp on Baron Corbin. We all go home happy. Seth Rollins is the winner. I like this match. Corbin is still, getting shitted on, just like the fans want. What'd you think about this match, Big Ish?
I shouldn't have started saying my statement off with that, but it was just a good match, man. I ain't got nothing too good to say or nothing too bad to say, man. I just enjoyed the match. I watched it. Let me rephrase. I rewatched it on a replay. After that Ronda match, I turned it off because I just felt like watching something else. And then I turned it. Then I rewatched the replay later, and like I said, it was a good match, dog. It's solid. Seth is solid.
I enjoyed it, and it showed Baron Corbin still getting beat up, and he's finally getting what he deserves after months of reigning atop Raw. And that's our Raw review for Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2018. And if I had to put a grade on it, man, I'm going to give it a solid B. What do you give it, Big Ish?
I'm actually going to agree with you this time wholeheartedly. I give it a B too, man. It was just really good, man.
It was good, man.
It was good. Gave everybody pretty much what they wanted. It didn't have too many lows as of the past episodes been having. So what can I say?
Man, and I think that's it, man. You got anything else for the people, man?
Not really, bro. You already know what it is. It's been your boys, no jobbers allowed, and this was another Raw review. And like always, it's been your boys, Big Ish And with me like all the time was.
Man, it is your guy, Erwin, man, and we out.
We out. Listen to this music.